Hi there. Come on in as you step into this live video. Say hi so that I know you're here. I'd love to say hi to you as you come in. I'm here with a Facebook Live talking about alternatives to what we're already doing when it comes to our kids' difficult behaviors. I had no idea how hard it was going to be a mom. I had no idea. I had a client today who has a young child, who has a baby, he must be about 2 now, and I had the thought afterwards in my mind, sort of going back to that stage of my life when I had a young child, and then I was, pregnant again with my second, and I thought, wow, I really didn't really know what was waiting for me. Now, if you're a mom who has a child who's above the age of 3, above the age of 5, you'll know that you're always encountering these new behaviors, these new interactions. Now, parenting is a relationship. We're not just here to keep our kids alive, we're here to also build relationships with them. And these are the relationships that are going to form the way that they see themselves and how they connect with others and how they experience themselves in this world. So their sense of purpose and their sense of meaning. So our relationships that we have with our kids today, our daily interactions, they're really, really important. But they're sometimes really challenging because you can be tired, you can be hungry, you can be stressed and distracted about other things, you can be worried about other things. You can also be very triggered by your kids' behavior. Sometimes your kids can act in a way that just, as one of the students in the Parenting with Purpose course says, makes my blood boil. And when she said that, she was sort of like, ooh, and I was like, yes, makes my blood boil. Sister, you are not alone. That is how it feels, right? When your kid triggers you. As you're listening to this, come into the comments and tell me, what is it like for you when your kids trigger you? What does that feel like for you? How would you describe that experience? And, we all experience it. We all have these experiences these interactions where our kids just set us off. And if you're anything like me, when that happens, there's sort of like a Jekyll and Hyde thing that happens. Like, I suddenly I sort of snap, and I react in a way that I really, really don't like. And I'm just shocked by the way that I respond. And someone commented below under the photo, the prompt, Toot Your Horn Tuesday, she was saying how I didn't lose it on my kids, which is crazy because she was just reflecting on how it's so easy to just get so, and she said, plain evil. So if you have any guilt or shame around this, just know that you are not alone in this internal reaction that you have. So put in the comments below, what is that like for you? What happens for you when your kids trigger you? Now, when our kids trigger us, one of our automatic thoughts one of our automatic thoughts is, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And we often turn our attention to our child and think, what's wrong with their behavior? There's something wrong here that I need to fix. And that's where many of us go wrong as parents. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes our kids have challenging behaviors that they need help with, and there is something that they're struggling with. But there's nothing wrong with our child. Our child's behavior is an expression of their experience, just like my behavior is an expression of my experience. When I honk my horn because you're not moving at the green light, I'm angry inside, and that's what I'm showing on the outside. Is it nice? No. Does it look pretty? No, it doesn't. Should I react differently? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But so when my child sort of snaps and gets angry, do I like it? No. Does it trigger me? Yeah. Do I think, and this is important because this also came up in the group Parenting with Purpose in the Facebook group for the course, but my kid isn't my job to guide my child's behavior, to teach them what's appropriate and inappropriate behavior? Yeah, absolutely. But you can only do that when you are in a stance of clarity and focus and calm, and you can acknowledge why your kid is acting this way in the first place. So imagine, when I'm in a bad mood and my husband tries to redirect my behavior, let's say at bedtime, okay, I've had a long day, you know how it is, long day, and I just don't feel like this, I want it to be over, I just want to be by myself, I want some peace and quiet, you know, I want me some Netflix, like I don't want to think about this right now. And he'll suggest, and he's right, he'll make a suggestion about what I should do right now, like, you know, get on this, Liba, like don't let time get away from you, you know, get on it. Ooh. But I know he's right. But I'm a grown woman, okay? And I still am just like a child. I'm just like, no, I don't want to. You know? If we're going to direct our children's behavior, just imagine, you know, how they are going to react if you don't understand where they're coming from. If my husband doesn't acknowledge where I'm coming from, be like, oh my gosh, how sucky is this right now? How badly do you not want to do bedtime right now? I really don't want to do bedtime right now. I hear you, but I really think it's a good idea to like just get on top of it right now and like let's not find ourselves at 9:30 at night with kids still awake. Okay, cool, I can do that. That works for me. Like if that's how you're going to direct my behavior, yes. Nurturing, attentive, acknowledging my experience. But if you're going to yell at me and you're going to, you know, shame me or scold me, no, I'm going to reject that. And I'm a grown woman, okay? Like no, I'm going to go, I'm not going to tolerate that. So how much more so my child? If my child, for example, gets really angry, I have a daughter who, I've mentioned this before, she gets angry, she's very fiery, so she'll just be angry about something. And that you can't talk to me that way. You can't speak to me that way. It's disrespectful. You can't say, Ima, make me a smoothie, you know? No. But let's break it down here. And you know, I could very easily get triggered, especially if I'm distracted or I'm stressed out or, you know, some other kid has just, you know, put me on the back foot. But it's important that when I respond to my child and I want to direct their behavior, change their behavior, educate them, or also known as discipline, you know, teach them, guide them, I need to know what's really going on for them. I need to know what's really behind this behavior. I really need to be conscious of what's going on and attentive to their experience before I respond. So very often what we do is we freak out, we snap, and we blame our child for behaving that way. We look for reasons why they are that way. And what often we miss is, wait a minute, what's going on for them? Like, if I were in their shoes, what would I be like to be them? And that's a very key element that we often miss as parents when we try to redirect our kids' behavior. Is to get to know our child and to understand their world from their point of view. And from that stance, guide and direct their behavior. So come on in and let me know, you know, what you think about that. How do you tend to react to your kids' behavior? What are the behaviors that what are your kids doing these days that drives you up the wall? And how are you reacting? How are you responding? How does this resonate with you? Do you have any questions? Comment below and let me know. And I'm going to leave this recording up for a little bit, and then I'm going to take it down so it doesn't sit and rot here in the group. I'm going to put it on to YouTube. And if you'd like me to send you the link to your email box, let's say you're not always on Facebook and you're not always catching me live, then I'd like to send it to you so you can always be updated when I do a Facebook Live and so you can stay in the know. So I have left a link above to a sign up. You just leave your, hi Milka, just leave your email and your name, and then you'll be added to the list. And then every time I do a Facebook Live, which I really endeavor to do once a week, I will send it to you. So if you have any questions about this topic or any other topic, let me know. I love your questions. I do Facebook Lives on your questions. You will get a personalized answer to your question. So let me know. Thanks so much for coming on live. Thanks so much for watching this if you're watching the recording. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.